Hello my lovely Aries, this is a general spread for you, Celtic spread for the month of June, okay? Those of you who follow me, who know me, who's been with me for a while, thank you very much. You know how the Celtic spread works. Those of you who are new, we're gonna look into your current energy and any influences surrounding your energy, subconscious, conscious mind, any thoughts that could be surrounding your conscious, subconscious mind. We're gonna look into your near future, your self-perception. How do you view yourself with reference to the situation that you might be in, whether this is work related or love related. I'll try to give different examples, because obviously all of you may resonate with different area of your life. We're gonna also look into how do people view you, Aries. So how are you being viewed by people in your environment, perhaps at work or by anyone you're thinking of, because sometimes the way we view ourselves is not the way people see us, right? So it's good to have a, double sort of check in with us, because sometimes I'm not gonna keep going on about, but you know what I'm saying, sometimes our perception is not how other people perceive us. So that's quite interesting, I think. Not that you care about it, but it's nice to see if you're working in business or if you're dealing with someone who's very different to you, right? Because this could be quite helpful. And we're gonna look into any pieces of advice from the universe and the possible outcome for the situation you're in. At the end, we'll pull some spirit messages for you and angels. So if that's what you were looking for, just skip the video to the end. Just saying. All right then, so this is the last shuffle for Aries for June 2019. I'm gonna pull the cards and then look into your overall energy, Aries. And the underlying energy here is very nice. Three of Wands. Okay, so moving forward, a Three of Wands, if it's let's say the general, because it's a general messages, this is the last stage of completion of something. If there's something you've been feeling passionate about and you've been working on for a long time, whatever you've been waiting for, it's coming. If you've been working on a project or on achieving success, this is the last step for you in June to achieve what you've always wanted to achieve. Okay, so if you feel like it was never coming, it is coming, Aries, to you and for you, because Three of Wands is you already got that foundation you've established with your project, possibly with whatever you're working on. This could be even love related, okay? It's like you've done your work. If it's love related, you possibly moving forward and you leaving the past behind. You're very strong, emotionally strong, and you've got other options ahead of you, and you're aware of those options, okay? Options in love. This card also, when it comes to love, it's about waiting for something that's never coming, okay? But it could or cannot come. Usually readers refer to as like, waiting for your ships to come. The questions, are they coming, And I feel like with work, knowing you, Aries, yes, they are coming, and with this card, what's important for you in June is to cooperate with other people. You get this card quite often. Do things you've never done before, go on dates with people you thought they wouldn't be your kind of type, okay? Because this means you're getting there, you're getting to where you want to get, but you got to be more open-minded than ever in June. Stay open-minded in June, Aries. But we're gonna keep coming back to this card, all right? Now, where are you right now? And right now you are the queen. Oh, sugar just dropped the card. You are the queen of coins, Aries. Queen of coins is someone who's very, it's like a practical energy, someone who's a provider, who likes to nurture people, okay? Could be sort of an earth energy you adopting, you know, someone who's a provider, someone who's got the coin, right? You've got your money, you are like you know, you are the person who possibly is supporting your family financially or friends. You are seen as a provider, very compassionate. You know, you've got your finances in check, in order, and people look up to you, whether it's your family member, whoever you're dealing with. They see that this is you, you know, you've got your financial stability. You are seen as a provider, someone very strong, Aries, okay? Now, whoa, what might be crossing you? It's important for you, Aries, with this card. Obviously, you got your money, you achieved your money is good, right, in June. But it's important for you, you know, because what might be crossed, what will not help you is if you hold on to security in your life, financial security tight. It's good to have the money, but you got to enjoy your life at the same time, right, Aries? So I know you always work hard for your money, but don't stay at home, because this person, for of coins, he stays at home a lot. He doesn't go out much. He watches the life through the window sometime, because he's so afraid of losing his finances, losing his financial security. Sometimes you gotta, you know, let yourself loose, Aries. You gotta go out, you got to get drunk, you gotta treat yourself, you know, you gotta work hard and play hard. So it's very important you don't forget about this in June, okay? It's one thing to make money and be financially stable, but you don't want to watch your life passing you by, you know. At the end of the day, when you're old, you want to look back at your life and you want to feel like, you know what, yes, I've made my money, but I've also lived a little. So you got to live a little. You got to go out there. That's your underlying energy. Socialize, okay? Explore other options. If you stay at home, you never find those other options, okay? Go out, you know, cooperate, date people you thought you wouldn't, they would never be your cup of tea, if you can be bothered, of course. Because this person resents changes, okay? So it's like you got to make some changes in June, Aries. Don't just stay where you are because you're feeling comfortable. You got to get yourself outside of your comfort zone in June, okay? Whether it's to do with a job, so maybe a new job that you need, or maybe to do with love. Maybe it's time to do something you've never done before. Maybe date this person that you think, oh, they don't tick a few of your boxes. So what? Maybe over time they will be able to tick those boxes, if you see what I mean. On a subconscious level, my lovely Aries, so I'm not feeling well today. Actually got a bit of a headache. Actually had a drink last night and that didn't go well. so if you go out and have a drink, have a good one. Wow, on a subconscious level, you're missing someone from the past, okay? And you want to reconcile with someone possibly. This is usually to do with love, okay? You're missing someone you were possibly in a romantic relationship with back in time. Reconciliation is on your mind with someone from the past. I'm not saying you want to reconcile, but you're definitely missing someone from the past. Or, it's quite blurry, I don't know why. Or you're missing your past life. You know, there's something, the feeling you used to get from someone back in time, you're missing. You miss them. Maybe ex-boyfriend, whoever it was in your life back in time, you very much miss them, and you're wondering whether it would be a good idea to possibly reconcile. It's only in your thoughts. It's a subconscious mind. It doesn't mean you're doing this because according to the cards, you're actually moving forward, right? The past influence, Aries, is, but the past you got left out in the cold, financially, emotionally, maybe experience rejection, okay? Something happened that made you lose your finances, and perhaps that's why right now, you know, you holding on tightly because you're afraid that you could end up possibly in the same place as you did back in time. This is not just finance, this is emotional loss. So it's like possibly a breakup, something that really hurt you and at the same time made you, possibly you were left with no help, no support, you know. And that is on your mind whenever you feel like, you know, shall I make a change in my life? Well, the last time I made a change, this is what happened. So that's sort of, you know, is on your mind still. That's the past. So this is why you've worked very hard on your finances. You focus on you got the back to the past here, you know, and you're waiting for the ships of your hard work, for like the rewards of your hard work, right? But you got to stay open-minded. You can't lock yourself in the house, Aries. You got to enjoy yourself, play hard and work hard and play hard, okay? Go out. I want you to go out in June. I want you to just socialize more. Where will you put in most of your energy in June is to, oh my goodness, soul searching, Aries. You know, you walking away from something that didn't fulfill you on an emotional level. This could be anything you've been working on that you felt passionate about, you had emotions for. This could be people, events, job. Maybe there was a job you didn't fulfill, you walking away from it, you thinking about it, you're doing soul searching. You're like, I'm not sure any longer about this job, about this what I've been working for. I'm not sure about love. Does it really exist? You're doing soul searching because something did not fulfill you on 100% level. You haven't felt fulfilled. You're doing soul search. You may come back. For now, you know, people may see you putting a barrier, emotional barrier between you and them. There's a lot of changes happening within you, but you're not talking about it, Aries, okay? And you questioning, you know, whatever I've been working on, is it gonna happen? Whoever I've been involved with, whatever I've been searching for, is it gonna come to fruition? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit disappointed. That's why you might be, this is how you might be feeling right now, Aries. But don't forget that, you know, in order for you to do this, you got to cooperate, try something new. I think you had that card a few months ago. Don't stay at home. Do not hold on to your security. Sometimes money is not really what's gonna make you happy. I'm for sure it's not what's gonna make you happy. You gotta go out. You gotta stop working. You gotta create possibly work-life balance for yourself, okay? Because you are not fulfilled with whatever you're doing. Despite the fact you've got this coin, you're not feeling fulfilled emotionally. Look, you need 10 cups. You only got 8. You're like, all right, I got to sort my life out because I want to have 10 cups. Right? Now you got your finances in check. That's what you're going to do. And that's a good place to be. But don't worry if you're questioning right now your life yourself. Don't worry because, you know, you've got options. You've got your foundation. And things are coming. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting, Aries. All right. Here we go. The new future. Knight of Swords. Wow, air energy. Knight of Swords. So in the near future, it's very important for you to watch out for what you say, Aries, okay? Because Knight of Swords is like going around with this sword and throwing sort of painful words with it, you know, if you see what I mean. So it's important you think before you speak, okay? Because Knight of Swords words can really cut, okay? But it's also about communication, like impulsive communication, analytical communication, which doesn't involve emotions, right? Knight of Swords is someone who they speak up their mind, fair enough, but they can be quite hurtful in the words they're choosing. So it's very important in your future, whoever you communicate with, Aries, that you choose your words precisely, okay? And you don't like rush into like whatever you want to say. Think it through. I feel like it, you know. Knight of Swords. Yeah, his words can really cut deep. So if you're working or talking to someone, just remember to sort of be picky about the words you choose. I'm not saying you tend to choose bad words, but as a Taurus lady, I know that you know, you can be quite bold and quite upfront with what you want to say. I'm actually quite similar, but sometimes, you know, people may misunderstand this, you know, so you might be communicating, or you may simply want to. Knight of Swords is about like, you could, you know, you might want to like, or you might be receiving some like really cutting deep, hurting your communication. If you receive this, Aries, do not respond with the same attitude, okay? Someone might be pushing your buttons, say things, make sort of biting comments about what you've been doing, what you're doing, etc. Okay, just don't allow them to push your buttons. That's what I was trying to say. So don't give them the reaction they would want from you, okay? Though you're very good at sort of being assertive. So staying being assertive. Now, your self-reflection with reference to, you know, you having money, you sort of holding on to security, resenting changes in case you were to lose your money or your security in life, which back in time you lost, okay? So you've learned your lessons, you're very careful right now. There's something you're missing from the past, maybe the feeling, you miss, like this is usually reconciliation card, someone you back in time loved, you miss them, you're thinking of them, okay? Whatever you've been doing is not fulfilling you, and that's why in June you're doing soul search, you're going very deep, Aries, okay? Your self-perception is King of Swords. Wow. So that's the way you view yourself. So it's interesting because, you know, in the near future, I feel like you will be dealing like a Knight of Swords. You will be, you know, sort of being very direct, logical in your communication, okay? And you view yourself as the King of Swords, someone who's sitting on the throne, someone who doesn't involve the emotions, okay? Someone who's very calculative, someone who looks at the facts, not at the words so much, but the actions. Someone who is very ruthless, direct, can cut off people if they feel like, you know, they're trying to hurt them, or if they feel like the people could cause more drama in their life, they'll just simply cut them off, be like, you know, I don't want to talk to you, I don't appreciate you talk to me, so bye. Okay, King of Swords, he can come across quite distant, quite emotionally closed off, but he is very fair in his judgment, okay? He is very fair, he is respected. He doesn't allow people to play mind games with them. He knows his worth. The reason why he's the King of Swords, this is you, Aries, because back in time this king was ruled by his heart. He was ruling using his heart, but that changed after he got hurt. Again, King of Swords also could indicate cutting off communication, okay? So whoever is gonna come to you and say something that it's unnecessary in your opinion, you're just gonna be like, it's gonna be a very short ball, is that the expression? It's gonna be like, you know, well, I don't have time for this, I'm too busy, I'm focusing on making sure my life is stable, I'm too busy trying to find something that it's missing in my life on the emotional. I got no time for anyone causing drama. So if someone comes around and tries to sort of make a biting comment, you will simply be like, what is your problem? You got, you know, if you've got nothing nice to say nothing at all, or just don't be around me, because I haven't got time for your energy. You draining my energy. Bye, darling. Okay, I think that kind of energy. Now, the way people view, justice, you know, you're balancing your life out, you're balancing your emotions, you are very fair. We got 2 cards to say, Aries, that whatever you do, whatever you say to people, because swords are about thinking, communication, it's gonna be fair. Okay, so if someone comes around and says something to you, you're gonna reply in a way that is fair. It may come across a little bit direct, as sort of bland, but you're only fair. And people see you this way, which is nice. People see you, though. Also, this is Libra's energy in June. People will see you thinking a lot. But you may not say a lot as well, you know? Unless someone tries to push your button, then you will do. What is interesting is in June, Aries, you know, you are fire star signs. Usually I'll have lots of cards to show, you know, to reflect that fire energy of your sign. But we've got here air energy, so you become more logical in the way you deal with people. You're more careful with your words, but at the same time you're going very much within and doing soul searching. Okay, maybe trying to sort of learn, you know, how to speak to people, not that you don't know, but how to respond to criticism, how to respond, how to you know, react to or how to give a constructive criticism to someone, or how to you know, protect yourself from any sort of negative comments, in a way so it doesn't come back and like creates a drama. Or I feel like, you know, you've been working on this for a long time, because you get a lot of often people being jealous of you, Aries, because you work very hard. So people may come and, you know, and say things on purpose just to annoy you. So I think you've learned, and you're learning to sort of be smart with your words, be assertive, and be in the sort of your element. But you're very good with communication in June, and I feel like you know, it's because you're thinking about it. You don't just follow your emotions, you know, like a fire star sign would. And piece of advice from the universe, secret message, is the Fool. Okay, perhaps I feel like with this card, Aries, it's time to put faith into destiny. And this is what we have here. You're looking for those 2 cups that are missing. And you know, yes, you've got money, the finances are great, but if you're looking for this, that is super meaningful. That is deep. That means, you know, for me, the way when I get these 2 cards, it means like, you know, it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to walk away from whatever did not fulfill you. It's time to put your back to the materialistic world. Take whatever is necessary with you on a journey and start a new journey, and then see how it goes. If there's something you've always wanted to work on, but they didn't feel like you didn't feel like you've had enough time, maybe it's time to make this time. Make time for whatever you want to achieve in your life. Try it, because if you don't try, if you don't take a risk, you will regret it for the rest of your life. It's better to take a risk and fail, Aries, than not to take a risk. Okay? And that is my advice for you with the Fool and secret message. Just see how things unfold. Don't plan. Just leave it. Decide what you want to do. Go with it. If there's a job you don't like, leave the job. If there's a connection you don't like, leave it. Do what you've always wanted to do. See if it works out. If it doesn't, I mean, you got probably the rest of your life to sort things out. I may sound a little bit careless now, but I genuinely feel like, you know, if you've got money now, you've got a chance to change your life. Because when you've got money, you've got a chance to do things you've always loved. I'm not talking about being rich. I'm talking about if you are comfortable right now financially. Okay? Take a leap of faith. And then you'll find those two missing caps. Whether it's in love, whether it's a new job, whether it's a new project. Whether it's something you've always wanted to do, right? That's the energy. If you've always wanted to travel the world, do it now. In June. If you wanted to move somewhere for 6 months, do it. If you wanted to leave the job you've hated for years, do it. This is the month for you. And the outcome, voila. Once you do all of this, you will find happiness, family, emotional stability. This is like a card of having a happy home, happy family, finding your partner. I feel like this is you. And once you go on this soul searching journey and you put your faith into destiny, this person will come to you and he'll be like, I'm here. I've been here all this time. I've been waiting for you to take this leap of faith, to believe that sometimes you've got to give up things in your life to get what you really want. That is beautiful, Aries. Wow. So, I'm not going to clarify here anything even because I feel like it's pretty cool, right? Let's get spirit message for you, my lovely Aries. Wow. A mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. You can never break the love. Your mother never stops loving you. Whoever this applies to. Okay? She wants to remind you, whether she's here, present, alive or not, that you got to put your faith into destiny. She wants you to be happy. She wants you to do things so that at the end of the life you will be satisfied. You will have no regrets. Wow. I want to see more onto it. Mother's love. I really got into it, even my headache's going away. Huh? And mother's love, sorry. AA. Okay. A mother love lives on forever. And even though we are here in the spirit world, that love never ends and will continue to nurture you, protect you, and keep you on your path. This card can also indicate that you may need to mother or nurture yourself at this specific time. Spirit knows, Aries, how heavy your heart is right now, and encourages you to remember the good times shared with your mother. For those special memories remain with her here in the spirit world. Your mother wants to thank you for all you did, and she knows the love, care, and thoughts you gave her right to the end. She's saying, I really never left you. I'm in the sun that rises and sets each day, and the gentle breeze that carries your face. Oh, that's so emotional. When you feel the sun warm you, know that I'm holding you close in a tender embrace, whispering, I love you, my child. Oh, actually got emotional. All right then. I hardly ever get emotional in my readings, actually. Whew. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, my mother is alive. My mother lives far away. I just sort of felt this. And your angel. I get easily touched, you know. I feel sometimes too much, too strong. I wish I hadn't. My life would have been much easier. All right. Your angel, Aries. Right. Yoga and exercise are essential to your well-being, peace of mind, and spiritual growth right now. I've been telling this to myself for ages, okay? So do some yoga. You know, I'm off in the summer and I've got lots of time. I'm traveling back home. Home is Poland, Krakow, if anyone, Krakow's area, little village outside, which is lovely. I'm gonna do this yoga. I'm gonna give it a go. I feel like I need it. Alright, Aries, this is your general reading. I hope this resonates. It was supposed to be short, but you know me, I can never make it short. So, all the best to you, and your love reading will follow.